Good morning, I'm back and welcome to the second and final part of my perfect beginner's workout guide. So if you haven't seen the first video yet, then I just posted it yesterday, so go and check that out on my channel before watching this one. In that one I covered like the classic Hollywood superhero type movements you need to build a more aesthetic physique if you're a beginner in the gym. And today we're going to round off the exercises we missed for a well-rounded physique and incorporate a bit of legs as well. So yesterday's exercises were a flat dumbbell press, then into pull-ups, then into lateral raises, then into an overhead press. And today we're going to be focusing a bit more on the legs, as I said. So we're going to start with a quad movement, then we're going to move on to a hamstring movement, and then we're going to move on to a horizontal row for the back. But yeah, I'll get into all of that. As you can see, it's a wet one today, so I was meant to be going on a 5-day expedition starting tomorrow in like remote islands in the Philippines, but that's just been rained off and postponed for 2 days. So that would change my workout plans, because I'm such a great guy. I'm just going to go ahead with the video we have planned today anyway and follow that workout myself. So yeah, let's get in there, let's smash it out. And as always, I've got my litre of water, same again, a Gatorade, and this with some electrolytes in it as well, just to make sure that even though it's nice and cool today, I'm not getting dehydrated again. So nice one, let's get started. I filmed full upper and lower body warm-up and mobility routines when I was back in the UK. So if you haven't seen them and you want to know what I was doing and why I was doing it, then you can watch those videos. I'll link them in the description. But now let's get on with leg extensions first. So if you're a beginner, leg extensions are a fantastic way to develop your mind-muscle connection with your quads without having to do more technical movements like a back squat or even lunge. This is exactly where I'd start off if you're just getting into leg training before you wanted to develop your back squat, your lunge, and maybe your leg press as well. So let's get onto that now. So you need to set the machine up so your knees are in line with the movement arc of the machine. The center of the pendulum is here, and so my knees are directly in line with that, so that when I extend them, I'm extending through the same line so that my knee joint isn't compromised as I'm extending my leg. The foam bar should touch you just at the bottom of your shins there. You want to go from a fully bent position to a fully extended position at the top, where you're fully contracting your quad. So that's leg extensions done, just 3 sets of 12 reps. On that final set of 12, you want to be doing a weight and a difficulty that you just about can get that last rep before your form breaks down, and then you're done after that. Like, you have to work super hard to get there, and then you're done. So I don't normally start with leg extensions, so I had to increase the weight, but just got there at the end on that last set and almost hit failure. So now we're moving on to hamstring curls. Got this machine here set up, and it's going to be the same again. So we're going to do 3 sets. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but like 1 or 2 sets of 10, and then a final set of 12 to failure as well. Again, 3 sets of 8 to 12 on there is going to get your mind-muscle connection a lot stronger with your hamstrings before you moved on to more complicated movements like a Romanian deadlift. So yeah, if you're new to leg training, 100% hamstring curl is definitely where you want to start. And that's all I would give you for legs initially. So there are only 2 leg exercises. Get you working the quads, get you working the hamstrings. Once you've built up your confidence and mind-muscle connection with them, then you would look to move into a back squat, a leg press, or a Romanian deadlift, or something a bit more complicated like those. Cool, so moving on. We did yesterday an overhead press, a horizontal press, and an overhead pull, obviously with the pull-ups. Now we're moving on to a horizontal pull. So we've got a cable row here. A cable row is a great horizontal row entry level movement because you don't need any technical involvement as a massive compound movement like you would with a bent over row. You'll be involving a lot of your lower back and your hamstrings and your posterior chain in general to get that form perfect. Here, literally all you need to do, sit upright, I'm gonna show you now, and then you're drawing in with your elbows and you're pulling the attachment all the way to your belly button, and that's gonna activate the entirety of your mid trap. And of course, be working the rear delts, the medial delts and the biceps, and lots of other auxiliary muscles in the back as well. Let's get on with it. So that's it. As you've seen, it's not rocket science. They are the 7 exercises you need if you're new to the gym, you want to build up some confidence and you want to build a base layer of muscle before you move on to more difficult movements. So if I run over every single exercise we've done, those 7 exercises, you'll see how we've covered the entire body doing them. So in that flat press yesterday, obviously we're using a lot of pec major, anterior delt, medial delt and tricep. Then we moved on to the vertical pull, which is the pull up or the pull down if you can't do pull-ups, which again is going to be a lot of bicep, rear delt and then your lat. Then we moved on to the lateral raises to hit the medial delt again, so that's our shoulders finished off. And then we moved on to the final exercise, which was the overhead press. And so doing this on a machine allows you to use your upper chest as well as the anterior delt and the medial delt. Moving on to today, obviously with a bit more of a lower body focus, we started with leg extensions, not a technical movement at all, nice and easy to get that mind muscle connection with the quads. And then a hamstring curl, same again, but for the hamstring. And then finally, we just finished off with a horizontal row, because obviously we did the vertical row yesterday, using our pull-ups, rear delts and lats. And this horizontal row is gonna hit a lot more of the trap, the mid and upper trap, a little bit of the lat again, and then finishing off the biceps. So yeah, you can see how we've covered the whole body there, just with those 7 exercises. If you're looking for something a bit more advanced, then there's plenty of other videos on my channel that you can go to for that. And obviously there's gonna be plenty more to come as well. So that's me done. I'm just gonna finish off with a couple of finishers and jump in the pool, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe if you found that useful and you haven't subscribed yet. Cheers guys.
So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Legend.